See, after understanding the first law and the terms related to it, what we know from the first law is that yes, we can find out the amount of the heat absorbed and the work done by a system or on the system. But the most important thing is that we cannot assess the spontaneity of a reaction or a process. Let me give you an idea. Like we know that carbon solid plus hydrogen gas mixed to give C6H6 liquid, and we can balance this by putting up 3 here and 6 here. See, this is a reaction in which we will say that this reaction involves the formation of benzene from carbon solid and hydrogen gas. And yes, we can find out this enthalpy of formation of benzene from this data very easily from either the bond dissociation data, bond enthalpies data, or from the enthalpies of formation data. But what is most important to note is that, is it possible that this reaction can take place in the natural state, or this reaction can take place on its own? Can we mix the carbon solid, graphite and hydrogen and we will get benzene out of it? That's not possible practically. So what does it mean is that the enthalpy data doesn't tell us that whether a process is spontaneous or not. It is not equipped to give us a complete information about the spontaneity of a reaction. Remember, spontaneity of a reaction means that that reaction is almost irreversible and it cannot be reversed back unless we use some certain any other external force. Otherwise, it always remains irreversible. So we need to know that this particular data, enthalpy data, which we get from the first law of thermodynamics, is not equipped enough to give us the information regarding the spontaneity of a reaction, which we always wanted. Another two things which this first law we can't get from the first law is that we cannot find out the extent of completion of the reaction from this enthalpy value, and we also cannot find out the direction of the reaction. So that's why we needed to know certain other parameters on the basis of which we can answer these three most important questions.